There. I hope you're doing well today. My name is Karen McPhillips. I am coming to you from Salt and Sand Studios in Warren, Vermont, where it's finally starting to be spring. It is the 2nd of May. It is not May the 4th be with you yet, but I'm really glad to be here. Question for you. If you're feeling a little imbalanced physically, are you also feeling a little imbalanced mentally or emotionally? What about vice versa? Well, today we're going to work a bit on balance. And we're not going to worry about whether we achieve something, don't achieve something, fall out of balance, don't fall out of balance, feel balanced on one side, don't feel balanced on the other. So we're going to start with a little balanced breathing. I'll bring the first 2 fingers of your right hand just between and above your eyebrows. Rest your ring finger on your left nostril and your thumb on the right. And we're going to only, when we close each nostril, we're only going to do it lightly, just so that the breath doesn't come in or out that nostril. We're working with the nadis here, the lines of energy that come vertically and are around the spine. So we're going to gently close the right nostril and breathe in through the left. Close the left, open the right, breathe out right. Inhale right, close the right, open the left, breathe out left. In through the left, close, open right, exhale. In through the right, close right, open left, exhale. In left, close it, open right, breathe out. Close both nostrils. Open both nostrils, breathe in through both and out through both. Inhale and back again through the nose. One more time. Hopefully all of those with allergies are starting to feel a little bit more open in both sides of the nostrils, the sinuses. Tilt the right ear toward the right shoulder. Drop your hands by your sides. Crawl the hands away from you. Reach, reach, reach. Lift the head and drop your opposite ear, opposite shoulder. Feeling a little imbalanced for me. It's tighter on this side in the neck and in the biceps. And lift the head, drop the head. Take circles with your neck. One direction, doesn't matter which one. And opposite direction. Chin lifts, lift the arms out and up overhead. Cross them and then swoop in front and back out. Cross them opposite way, swoop them back out. Cactus shape arms. That's feeling good. Hands drop behind you. You can interlace the fingers, stack the hands, or hook the fingers. And then draw the knuckles downward. Starting to open up the heart. Make me want to lift from the top of the pelvis all the way to the breastbone. And we're going to take a fold. Scoop your belly in. Drop your chest and your head. Keep your bind, and maybe the hands will float from your back. Nod your head and shake your head. press your head into your arms. Interlace your fingers and press the backs of the hands, the palms of the hands to the back of the head. You might take your thumbs alongside your neck and do a little massage, but open up the heart, the shoulders, the elbows, draw the pelvis forward a little bit, and I will take a tilt over to the right. Drop your right hand, float your left up in an arc so you can get a little bit more stretch on that left side. We're opening up the left rib cage. It's like you're making more space for your lungs. Balancing out the breath. You notice with yoga, if we do an asymmetrical pose, we do it the other way. We're going to rise back up, interlace the fingers, press them behind the head, press the head back, open up, tilt the pelvis, and tilt the other way. Really get that tilt in this posture before you drop your left hand and stretch your right arm up in an arc. Find in this posture a little bit more deeply, creating balance left to right. One more time, arms overhead, at least from this seated posture, hands to your heart. And consider here, what brought you to your mat? Reminding yourself that this is your practice, it is not mine, I am your guide. I'm bringing you what I have learned. I will learn from you. I will learn from this process. Most of all, enjoy. We will find a child's pose. I'm going to take off the socks. My Totoro socks. And everybody meet face down, knees nice and wide. Long spine. Big toes touch. Forehead rests somewhere. On your fingertips. So the elbows are lifted from the mat. Breathe in nice and long. As you exhale, the hands crawl over to the right, maybe like a little crab. It's getting to beachy tongue. Drop the head again. Just like when we were seated upright, we're stretching out the left side body. This time from, you should be able to feel it in your armpit, maybe all the way to your pinky finger. Inhale to center. Exhale, crawl the other way. Inhale to center. Come into a tabletop. So coming to all fours. Your knees come right under your hips. Your feet are as wide as your knees and your wrists are under your shoulders. If you're having trouble with your wrists, you could always make fists of your hands. You might turn them sideways, or I also find like a 2-pound or 3-pound weight on a block can be very helpful. Here, any organic movement that the body calls for, take it. I'll move into cat-cows. And after we finish this bit of warm-up sequence, we're going to start with some balancing. So I'm going to move into hip circles. You might take hula hoop shapes. If you are taking something asymmetrical, i.e. you're moving to one side or you're lifting one side, you're going to do the other. Opposite direction. Tabletop. We build our balance from the foundation up. So first we check our foundation. Tops of the feet on the earth and they're pressing in. Tailbone tucked, belly active. All the pads of your fingers connected to the earth, and then a tiny little lift right in the center of the palm, almost as if it's like a spider push-up. And now we move into balance. We float the right leg behind us, working to keep the hips nice and square. The leg is lifted, doesn't really matter how far, and you activate the glutes on both sides. Reach the heel behind you, draw the belly in. We're going to power up, floating the left arm in front. This is a balance. We've built our balance from the ground up. We're still using the top of the left foot and the right hand and the belly. The belly is super important. So let's test out our balance by bringing the right leg to the right and the left arm to the left. How do we do? Left arm in front, right leg behind. Knee and elbow draw together, challenging the extra challenge balance by adding movement. We use the breath. Don't forget to use the belly. Take that 2 more times. Left hand down. Sweep the right leg above the left calf. You might take a peek over, see if you can see that foot. You're going to place the shoelace side or the top of the foot onto the earth. This is asymmetrical. It will feel a little imbalanced. Glide the front of the right hip toward the left heel. I have the pole in the way. So I'm going to take you to the other side. You're drawing onto your forearms. You might tuck the toes of the right foot under and float the knee off the mat to further open up the left side of the glutes. This is asymmetrical, so we will do it on the other side. Round a little bit between your shoulder blades and reach that heel far, far, far away from you. This in and of itself has a little bit of balance because you don't have both feet or both knees on the floor. Rise back up. Knee draws above your right elbow. Inhale, extend it, and return it to the earth. A little movement here, and we work that balance on the other side. So set yourself up for success. And success doesn't mean you stay upright. Success means you feel the belly drawing in. You press the feet against the floor. You lift the palm of the hand a bit. Success means you set yourself up to do what is needed for your body the best that you can. Left leg floats. Square up your hips. Activate glutes both sides. Activate the belly. A little real estate between your shoulders. Right arm floats in front. Nice. Test the balance. Left leg to the left, right arm to the right. Sweep them back, front to back. Knee and elbow together. Inhale, extend it. 2 more times. You might find this gets a little wobbly. Steady breath and a steady focus and a neutral or positive attitude really help. Right hand down, left leg sweeps above the right calf, top of the foot onto the earth. Glide the front of the left hip toward that right heel. Drop your head. A little round in between the shoulder blades. And maybe you add some more balance and power by tucking the left toes under and lifting the left knee off the ground. The heel works way, way, way away from you. One of my favorite stretches. We draw back into a 3-legged tabletop, square everything up. Knee above your left elbow. Inhale, extend, and drop the knee to the mat. Cats and cows. Movement left to right, whatever feels good for your body here. I am now fully warmed up, so the sweater also releases from the body. We're going to move the hands forward just a couple of inches. Tuck the toes under and lift the bottom to downward dog. Remember, if downward dog isn't for you, you can always take a tabletop. We pedal in, just starting to feel the soles of the feet. The backs of the heels and the ankles. Settle down, big breath in. And out. We'll check our balance. The left foot moves a little more toward the right, and we float the right leg high. Draw your knee to your nose. Shoulders will shift forward. Inhale, extend. Open up your down dog if you like by stacking your Square your hips. One more time, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Foot returns down. It moves closer to the left foot, and we take that to the other side. We lift. Knee to nose. Extend. Open up. Straighten and lengthen. Knee to nose. Extend. Foot down. Downward dog. Find your way to the front of the mat. Walk, hop, skip, jump, dance, doesn't matter. Maybe glide left and right. Maybe you bind like a rag doll. Hands release, half lift. Feet fully on the ground, belly in, shoulders toward the hips. Breathe out, forward fold. Halfway lift, bottom down, heart high. Flat back. Forward fold. One more time, half lift. Forward fold. Rise up to standing mountain pose, hands by your sides. Arms sweep up, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Drop the arms, inhale, sweep them out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up to stand, arms will lift again, palms will press together. And a tilt to the right. Inhale up, tilt to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Roll around on all four corners of your feet. This is where we play a little bit more with finding the foundation for balance, especially for standing balances. A note, of course, you don't always have to have a leg lifted, a foot off the ground to balance. You can have both sets of toes or both heels. So we're going to start there. Let's start with rising onto the balls of the feet. Steady gaze, squeeze the belly, use your thighs. Nice, and then the heels draw down, the balls of the feet and the toes come up. Spread the toes wide, bring them down one at a time, starting with the pinky toes. Now we're going to try that from a chair, not an actual chair. Utkatasana. You might keep your feet a little bit wide here. If you like, you can put a block or a ball between your knees. You could reach your arms over your head if you like, or put them into a cactus shape. Or what I'm going to take, I need a little back and shoulder opening today, chest opening, so I'm going to take a bind here. So we're going to rise back to the balls of the feet. Find your balance, steady, steady gaze, steady breath. Belly strong, maybe sink a little deeper. Shift onto the heels, lift the toes up. That might cause you to chair a little bit more. Bring your toes down. Once more, heels lift, sink a little deeper. Come into your forward fold, heels down. Ah, that feels so good. Hands drop. Rise to chair, Utkatasana. rise to stand, hands to your heart. So we're going to work a little bit, again, a sort of second piece from the foundation up on our balance. We started with the feet. We were using the belly, but we're moving from the ground up. The feet, the ankles, so coming onto the heels and the balls of the feet, we're aiding in the strengthening of the ankles. Now we're going to shift onto the right foot and just glide the toes of the left foot onto the earth like you're coming into a tree. And find your balance there. Often we start to squeeze the toes of the standing leg and bring the left foot down, take it to the other side. Look at that. You can always use a wall to help you out here. And down. And now we're going to shift to the right and lift the left knee. Steady gaze, use the belly. Standing leg strong but flexible. And the foot returns down. Other side, take your time. Beautiful. We're going to come down. This time we're going to sit back into chair pose. Shift our weight onto our right foot. Lift the left knee up. And then cross the ankle of the left leg over the right knee. Yeah, working from the ground up. Steady. Sturdy but flexible. Belly's working. Lift the knee. Draw the foot down. Keep going. You got this. We're in chair. We lift the right knee. We cross the ankle. See? Even yogis who teach can fall out of a balance. 3, 2, lift the knee. Come to chair pose. Utkatasana. I got a little quiet and serious there. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward, fold. We're going to work through a vinyasa, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward, fold, step back, high plank. Let's work a little balance in plank. Lift the right leg. Drop it. Lift the left leg. Drop it. Shift the heart forward of your thumbs. Halfway down for your low push-up. Forward with the heart and up for your back bend. Downward facing dog. Lift to the tiptoes, bend your knees, walk to them, forward fold. Sun salutation, rise to stand, arms float high. Exhale, forward fold, sun set, salute the sun, halfway lift. Forward fold, high plank. You might drop your knees for that. Heart forward, lower, halfway down. Nose, chin, chest. Back bend. And downward dog. 3 breaths. Rise to the tiptoes, bend the knees. Make your way back to the front of your mat, your forward fold. Halfway lift. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands swing behind. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms behind. Inhale, arms up. Squeeze those thighs. Exhale, arms behind. Inhale all the way to stand. Breathe out, swan dive, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, hands down, runner's lunge, left foot way to the back of the mat. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Nice balance. And imagine this, too, is a more challenging balance by drawing your shoulders back and your belly energy away from your thigh. Left hand down, right arm high for a twist. And in your twist, right knee straight forward. You might need to press into the big toe mound for that. Back heel stretching away from you. Staying in the twist, we're going to drop the left knee. Lift it up. Drop it down. Lift it up. Drop it down. Keep it there. Untuck your toes. See if your twist can deepen. Mine can. Now we're going to move into a balance, which for some people is easy, and others it's not, and others it's in the middle. So you're going to make sure you have enough space left to right with the feet for, what are we doing? Building from the foundation upward, the ground up. So we're going to lift the arms up to Anjaneyasana. A yummy, yummy posture, especially for opening up the left hip flexor. It is also a balance. And if you feel wobbly in your balance, you can move your right foot out to the right. I like to bring my hands by my sides. I find a deeper back bend here. And then we can shift forward into that front hip crease a little bit more. So much of the vinyasa practice is balance. Belly working, ground up. What is your front foot doing? Is it all the way on the ground? What is your back foot doing? Do you have purchase on the top side of the foot? Let's deepen our hamstring stretches with a half split. A bit of a balance here, but the fingertops are on the floor or maybe blocks. But think about a long spine here. Let's take one more breath in with a lift. Reach the heart forward, exhale. Maybe you can fold just a millimeter more and drop your head. I'm going to scoot back to the sole of that foot, which sometimes, for some of us like me, we need to work a little bit more on the core. It's hard because the mat folds up. We're going to tuck the back toes under, come back to a runner's lunge. This time we're going to find our balance by coming into a crescent warrior. You might float your hands by your sides first. Find steady breath, open up the heart, squeeze the glutes, and then rise up. Open up, warrior two. You might need to adjust your stance. Not as much of a balance, but it might feel like a balance if your feet are properly situated and your right knee is bent and coming away from the midline. Flip your front palm reverse. Side angle. Straighten your front leg. Extended side angle if you like. Being careful to keep your shoulders and your hips in the same plane. You are like a plane. You've got wings. A little bit more of a balance as we drop the left hand, come to the ball of the back foot, hands to the ground. Heel toe the right foot way to the right. And then point the toes to the right. Hips move forward a little bit, and we find a twist over the right shoulder. We're going to drop the right hand, come into high plank, and then a side plank, shifting heels to the left. You can keep the feet scissored. You might stack them. You might lift the right leg. Balance. And down, low plank, back bend, and down dog for 3 breaths. Making your way forward once again to the front of your mat for your forward fold, yogi toe lock, hands under your feet, any other bind. Chair pose, drop your bottom, lift your arms, lift your heart. One more time, hands behind you, fingers interlace. Oh, working my balance there, just in chair. And a forward fold. Hand release, halfway lift. Forward fold, runner's lunge, right foot this time. Take your time. Lift the foot and leg. Step back. Heart forward, shoulders back. Powerful in the legs. Right hand down, left arm higher, twist. Left knee, 90 degrees. Tap the back knee. Extend it. Reach with that back leg. Tap the back knee. Extend. And one more time, but this time we stay down with the knee, untuck the toes, maybe deepen the twist. Remember, we're coming into more balance here. Anjaneyasana, take your time. Find your stance. Squeeze your right glutes, your right hammies. And maybe, like me, bring the hands to the sides to find a deeper back bend. Sink deeper into your front knee. Press the shoelace side of your back foot to the earth. Not only does that help your balance, but it helps the stretch in the hip flexor. Arms up, half split. Part of the way you work this balance is imagining that the left heel is coming backward. That squares up your hips. Press the shoelace side of the right foot down, point the front toes up and toward you. Heart forward, belly in. Huge breath in. Reach the heart, and maybe you fold a little deeper. And we're going to scoot that left foot back onto the ground. Set yourself up for your runner's lunge, lifting the right knee off the mat. Hands float by your side. Set yourself up, powered into your crescent warrior, your high lunge. Juicy bend in the front knee. Open up warrior 2. Might need to adjust your stance. Maybe a little smile to your face. A little reminder as to why, what brought you to your mat. Palm flips, front palm, reverse. Side angle. Open the heart. Extended side angle, left arm down, right arm high, if you like. to the ball of the back foot as your hands come to the mat inside your left foot. Heel toe the left foot to the left. Point the toes to the left. Twist. Pelvis moves forward rather than downward. Both hands to the mat, high plank. We move into our side plank, heels to the right. Left hip lifted. Left hand down all the way to the mat. Head down, hands by your sides. Maybe some space between your feet, palms down. Shoulders away from the ears. Locust pose. Belly strong, heart forward, nose, chin, shoulders, chest off the mat. Down to the earth. Head to one side, getting balanced. And head to the other side. You might say, Karen, we didn't do any more standing balances like tree. We're going to do some balances using the core from down on the mat. Forehead down, hands under your shoulders. A baby cobra or a deeper cobra, remembering to use the belly. Shoulders away from the ears, heart forward, elbows in. And all the way down to the mat. Prepare for and take any back bend that you feel or you recognize your body is ready for. You can even flip over and do a bridge if you like. Down to the mat or unravel. If you flipped on your back, flip back over. We're going to find our way into a tabletop for our TT twist, the triple T. Line up, balance it all out. Right arm floats high. Thread the needle. Maybe move that left hand forward. Palms facing up. Head comes onto the mat, stretching the neck a little bit. And if you like to do anything else with your left arm, feel free. You could place it on your right hand. You could take a half bind. We can move into a balance here. Finding our way to a long left leg, ball of the foot on the mat to start. Then we float the leg off the mat. If you like more of a balance, you might open up your hips and bend the left knee. For some of you, you might be able to place the left knee behind the right, or to the outside of the right leg. Extend the leg, bring the knee down, left hand under your shoulder, right hand floats as we unravel from this pretzel, and the hand comes down to the mat. See how much balance there is in yoga? It's not just the standing balances or the arm balances. It's not just inversions with your legs above your head and other side. Finding your balance or your bind or both if you did on the other side. Making sure your neck is safe. shoulder, peel open, and hand to the mat. You might grab some cats and cows before we come to a seat for a little boat balance. All right, moving to your seat. Down to the mat for our last 9 minutes. Woohoo! So we're going to start by bringing the soles of the feet to the earth. Some space between them, like 2 fists distance. Take your hands onto your kneecaps or shins. Draw your belly in and then lift your heart. Tuck your tailbone a little bit. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Now, float your arms in front. Lock them into your shoulders. For many, this is a balance, but it's also a strengthening exercise for the thighs. So we're going to take the arms to the right. Don't forget to breathe. Take them to the left. Take them farther to the left. Back to center. We're going to come down part way. Just a little bit. Arms to the right. Use that belly. This is a balance. Arms to the center. And arms to the left. Arms in front. Lock them back in. See if you can come onto your sacrum and bring your shins parallel. That might be enough for this balance for you, or you might extend your legs. This morning I don't have quite as much strength. And then slowly unwind all the way to the mat. Full pencil stretch. Woo. Let's hug the right knee into the body. Cross it to the left. You might shift your hips to the right to help out for your twist. You can take your left hand outside your right thigh. Drop your right arm so the palm faces up and your head moves toward the right. It might not have a full turn there. Take 6 beautiful breaths, breathing into the places that need a little extra support, surrounding them with a breath like a hug to release. Extend your spine onto the mat. Straighten it as much as it would normally be top to bottom. And then take that twist on the other side. Taking your time to shift your hips if need be. This time, as you bring your full spine to the mat, you're going to bend both knees and put your feet on the ground. Adjust as need be. Supine figure 4, supine pigeon with the right ankle above the left knee. Remember when we were standing up and we did this? Certainly a lot easier on your back, but we're going to deepen the stretch by lifting the left knee toward the chest, maybe even threading your right arm through the hole that you made, taking a hold of your left shin, or if that doesn't work for your knee, for the back of your thigh, drawing your shoulder blades down and pressing away that right knee. Both feet are activated to protect your knees. Some of us might like a hamstring stretch, so you can lengthen that left leg and maybe even bring the hands above the other leg to your pant leg, your shin, your toe. All the while, main focus is opening up that right hip. All right, we're going to switch that up. Set yourself up for success. Foundation upward. Although it's not exactly a balance. 3 breaths with both knees bent. extend the right leg, 3 breaths with the hamstring stretch. We're going to even things out a little bit, coming into a happy baby. Knees bend, so they're aiming outside your rib cage or armpits. Feet like you're stepping on the sky. Draw the shoulders down and the neck long. And maybe you find a little rocking, a little massaging of the spine feels yummy. And then if you like a shoulder stand, a fish, something like that, maybe legs up the wall or Supta Baddha Konasana, you're going to take that here, where you may have a couple of breaths. I'm going to move into Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together, the knees dropping out, so I'm working toward a balanced posture, left and right. 3 breaths wherever you go. If you do take a shoulder stand, please be careful and secure in your neck. And when you come out of that posture, find 3 breaths in a fish posture. That's hard to say. Lots of fish. Nice work, everyone. Find your way to your final resting posture. Your Shavasana might be actual legs up the wall. It might be a Supta Baddha Konasana, or it might be the more traditional corpse pose, long on the mat, space between the feet, arms long by your sides, space between the hands and the side bodies, palms up. Wherever you are, full breath in, complete breath out. Deepen the breath once again, bring some wiggles and waggles into the body, and then gently, maybe rolling on your side first, or maybe rocking forward and backward, you'll find your way to a seat. Our final bit is always honoring one another and honoring the practice that brought us together. Often offering a dedication to those in need, but sometimes not. That's your option. So we're going to bring the hands to the heart. And consider once again what brought you to your mat. And then establish a dedication, or know that by using our breath, either with a chant of Om or without the chant, we are offering up merits of this practice to all those in need. We'll breathe all the air out of the lungs, whether you're chanting or not. Breathe in completely. And then with an Om or just a breath out, Thumb knuckles meet the center of your forehead. May you find balance in your breath, your thoughts, your actions, and your heart. Namaste. As always, it's a treasure to be here with you, practicing from within the confines of our own spaces, content, happy, comfortable, hopefully warm enough. My name is Karen. Please, if you have the funding, donate at saltandsandstudios.com, or if you don't have the funding, still here for you. And then, of course, since it is May of 2024, I'm going to offer up, we have a really amazing retreat coming up June 21st through 23rd. It's half day Friday, full day Saturday, half day Sunday. We have space for people to stay here, and the pricing covers that accommodation. Or for a lesser fee, you can join the retreat and be either local or stay wherever makes sense for you. Have a really wonderful day, evening, weekend, week, whatever it is, month, and I will see you soon. Bye.